Hi, I'm divorce and family law attorney Kyle Scoresby. This little video is going to be talking about custody modifications. So many times we'll have a case that comes in and the parties have a minor child or two and they've been divorced, or maybe it was a situation where their children were born out of wedlock, but they already have, in any case, they already have an existing child custody order that says who makes the decisions and what the schedule is for sharing time between the parents. Sometimes things happen where those orders need to be modified. You could have a situation where one parent gets into a substance abuse problem after that court order was entered. You could have a situation where there's an act of domestic violence that occurs that puts a child in danger after that custody order was entered. Sometimes just practical things like a parent moves a distance away and maybe sharing equal time is not really practical based on that move that occurs. So from time to time, people need to file motions with the court to modify their existing custody orders. One thing that's really important that a lot of lawyers don't pay attention to is that these petitions to modify custody orders are really important. The statutes and the court rules that govern these have some very specific requirements. So we're just going to touch on those. The first is that there's a 1-year waiting period from the entry of an existing custody order before you can seek a modification. So that's kind of a non-starter if you want to seek a modification before 1 year, with very limited exceptions. Typically, you've got to wait a year. The second, and the main problem we get into, is people wanting to kind of gloss over all the details that support their request to modify. You may see someone file a petition to modify that just says it's in the children's best interest to change the custody order from equal time to mom being the primary parent. That's really not sufficient. We need more detailed facts, such as, this would be an example, the child custody arrangement should be changed from equal time to mom having primary custody and dad having supervised visits because on July 15th, 2020, dad was arrested for DUI, the children were in the car, or something like, dad committed an act of domestic violence, the children were present, the children were put in danger, and you show specifically how these detailed facts affect what's in the children's best interest. So the petition is never something we want to take lightly. We've got to make sure we take all the care and the time that's needed to include those detailed facts, and sometimes even we attach affidavits and police reports in support of those petitions. If you need to modify child custody, please give our office a call to discuss your case in more detail.